Hi, Lisa Clemens here, and we have created a video with several of your teachers and a few students and some special guests to help you pick your summer reading book. You must read one book, just one, over the summer and do a special project when you return. But check out the videos, enjoy, and I hope you pick a good one.
This coming school year. My name is Mark Fernandez. I'm a 6th grade English language arts teacher here at Carpenter's Middle School. And for your summer reading, I hope that you choose The Boys of Blur. It is an excellent, excellent book. One that's super exciting, a little bit scary, so I don't know if you want to read it right at bedtime, but it's about a boy who moves to a small town in Florida, and he grows up running around on the sugarcane farm fields, hunting for rabbits. And while him and his friends are running through those swamps and through those fields, they discover something a little bit out of the ordinary. And if you want to find out what that is, what's living in those swamps and in that muck down south, then you need to read The Boys of Blur this summer.
Hey guys, my name is Michael Haynes and I am a 6th grade language arts teacher here at Carpenter's Middle School. The book I chose to read on your summer reading list is Plunked by Michael Northrup. It's about a kid who's trying desperately hard to make his Little League baseball team. Does he make it? If he makes it, what happens in the season? I need you to read it and tell me what happens.
Hi, my name is Bray. I love the book Lost in the Pacific, 1492. This story is based on a true story from World War II. A plane is lost during a secret mission in the ocean. They do not have no food or water. Do they survive? You must read it to find out.
Hello, I'm Dr. Whitehead, the assistant principal here at Carpenter's Middle School. For my book, I read Seraphina and the Black Cloak. I loved the book. The setting was 1899 at Biltmore Estate. It was a mystery book. There's a little girl named Seraphina, and she lives in the basement of Biltmore, but no one knows that she lives there. And during the book, there are children her age that start to disappear. And so she tries to figure out what exactly is going on at Biltmore Estate. You will love this book. I encourage you to read it.
Hey, I'm Heather Martin, 6th grade language arts. You should definitely read this book for your summer reading book. Teenagers are stuck out on the ocean in this tiny little boat. Someone loses an arm. Things get ugly. Read it. It's only $1.50.
Hi, I'm Kelly Hahn. This is a great summer reader. I read this book, I Survived the Great Chicago Fire, 1871, because it reminded me of the Gatlinburg fires that we just experienced. And the author really brings the experience, the true experience, to you through the main character. Great summer reader. I recommend it. Not very long, very short chapter book, easy read to knock one out.
My name is Lisa Clemens, and this is Brady and Priscilla, my kiddos. And together we read the book Kid Owner. Would you guys give it a thumbs up or thumbs down? Well, we really enjoyed this book, but it's about a kid that when his father unexpectedly passes away, he becomes half owner of the Dallas Cowboys. And what would you do if you were in middle school and you found out that you were an owner, half owner of a famous football team? Well, if you want to find out what happens, you need to read this book. It's really, really good.
Michael P. Spradlin, Into the Killing Seas, USS Indianapolis, submarine, sunk ship, sharks, water, no food, sun. Need to read it. Bye.
Hi, I'm Dawn Reagan, 7th grade math teacher at Carpenter's Middle School. I know, math teacher, reading, really? Yes, I love to read. So I read I Survived the Hindenburg Disaster over spring break, and it was amazing. You'll love it. Did they really survive or not? Read it and see.
The book I read from your summer reading list is called 0 Day. It's about a girl named Addie who is kidnapped. She disappears for 10 years. Her dad was governor at the time, and when she returns, he is actually president. There's all kinds of mystery and unknowns about why she's returned, where was she, what really happened while she was gone for those 10 years. It's a great mystery, so if you like mysteries, this will be a great book for you to read.
Hey CMS family, you would think that this book called Curveball, The Year I Lost My Grip, you'd think it'd be about baseball, right? Wrong. It's a little bit about baseball, but it's a lot about other stuff. Something happens to the main character. His name is Pete, and he can't play baseball anymore, so he takes up another hobby, photography. See the picture on the front? And this connects him with a new friend. That's a girl. And also with his granddad. But Pete notices something is off about his granddad. Something bad. But what is it? You gotta read the book and find out. It's really good. It's a great book. It's an easy read. It's a little bit about baseball and photography, but it's a lot about friendship and overcoming obstacles, growing up, and the importance of family. Curveball, The Year I Lost My Grip. It's a good one.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. My book that I read is called Irina's Children. It's about a lady named Irina Sendler. She was Polish, and she is famous for saving over 2,500 children's lives during World War II. And it's an interesting viewpoint because it's in Poland, and most of the time the stories are in Holland because they involve Anne Frank, or they're in Germany itself. And the journey that she takes kids on to save them begins in the sewer. So it's yucky and suspenseful because there are soldiers at every corner, and I don't want to tell you any more so I don't give away how they get saved.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Turner, the computer tech teacher here at CMS, and I read Making Bombs for Hitler. This book is about a young girl named Lyda who is taken from the Ukraine during World War II and taken to a brutal work camp. Her parents are killed, her grandmother's killed, and she's separated from her little sister, and what she has to do to live is horrifying and haunts me even now. So if you're interested in World War II, or if you're interested in a great story that is heart-wrenching, you'll like this book.
Hey guys, Miss Underwood, 7th and 8th grade science teacher. I do not like mystery books, and I read this awesome book for you all for the summer reading, and guys, this book was amazing. I could not put it down. It's about a 16-year-old girl who saw her mom murdered, and everybody says it was an accident, so she goes and searches for the killer. It's an amazing book. Plus, you all get it for half price, so it's only $1.25. But here's the bad thing about it. I love this book so much, I couldn't put it down. Guys, it ends. Like, there is no ending to it. It ends. It's over. So I made Miss Clemens go out and get the next book just for you guys.
I'm Annabelle Irvin, and I'm in 8th grade, and I read the book The 8th Day. In this book, the main character's name is Jax, and this is an action-packed fantasy book where he wakes up one day and for 24 hours he can't find anyone else. So when he wakes up the next day, he finds out that he is special. So he meets the next door neighbor that is only seen on a day between Wednesday and Thursday. And he must protect her, even if it means putting his life on the line.
Okay, so, hey, I'm Miss Bradshaw, and I'm going to talk to you today about a book entitled Night Witches by Catherine Lasky. Now, the reason I'm wearing this funny-looking hat is because it's actually supposed to look like a fighter pilot hat. This book is about a female group of fighter pilots during World War II. Now, the interesting thing about this is it's based on true story. So there was really a group of women, all women fighter pilot group, the 588th Regiment, and they fought for the Russian military. During World War II, there was always this front. We always talk about this side of Europe in terms of World War II because the United States and the British and all their allies were fighting on what we call the Western Front. But also, part of our ally group was the Russian army, and so they fought along this red part. This was called the Eastern Front, and we don't read a lot of stories about that particular side of World War II because most of our people were over here. But there were some really strong fighters, and they also did their part to defeat the Nazi Germany as well. So this story is about a girl named Valia who lives in Stalingrad with her sister and her mother and her grandmother. Her father is already off fighting in the war, and he had taught them as young girls how to fly because he was a pilot as well. So her older sister, Tatiana, had already left to join this group of women fighter pilots that we call the Night Witches. And Valia really wanted to go, but her mother wouldn't let her go. Well, the German army surrounded Stalingrad, and they started bombing the city, and her mother and grandmother were killed during the bombing. So she was in the city. Her father was off fighting and actually was being listed as missing in action. And so she fought her way through, snuck through the German lines that had surrounded Stalingrad and found the Night Witch regiment's base camp and joined them in the fight. In the story, her struggle comes about 3/4 through when her sister is shot down and taken prisoner. And she has to make a choice between going to find her sister and saving her sister or carrying out a bombing mission that would have crippled Nazi Germany. So you'll have to read the book to see what she finally decides to do and how it ends. If you liked Making Bombs for Hitler, or if you like Code Name Verify, then you will like this book too. Night Witches by Catherine Lasky.
Hi, I'm Miss Everett. I teach 6th grade math here at Carpenter's Middle School, and this is my daughter, Allie. And we read Bailey's story this year, and we loved it. It was very, very funny. Allie had a favorite part, that was a skunk. Dealing with a skunk. So if you've ever had a pet, if you've ever had a dog, this novel is told from the dog's perspective, so it's very, very humorous. Made me really, really want to read the next book. Got anything else? You should read it.